What just happened? Okay, folks, coming at you here. It's Gordon from Metaverse and Crypto. Let's try and break this down. What just happened in the crypto market here? If you just woke up and you saw your portfolio bleeding red, you're not alone. The market just took a brutal hit. Now, here's a look at what went down. So, what can we see as the trigger for this? The Trump tariff bomb. It started with a shock announcement. President Trump declared another 100% tariff hike on Chinese imports starting November 1st. It sent global markets into this tailspin, and crypto fell to instantly. It was a huge, massive uh, 1 hour candle, and it wicked way down there. So Bitcoin dropped over 10% in a single day, falling from 122K to 116. Went down all the way here, 122 up here, and we went down 116, kind of held there for a little bit, and then we dipped here, that massive dip to it now 104, and we were just below that 105 point. And this is all done in the matter. This big dip here happened in a very short time. So when we looked at that, and we look at the wicks here, if we look at the daily stuff, this is it here, right here. You look at this here, the daily wick went from the top 122, 400 all the way down here, and this happened at 104, 495, give or take. And if you look at the hourly on this, it was nasty. A lot of this happened in this 1 hour candle right here, about 6 hours ago, 8 hours ago, and it was constant down here for 5, 6 hours, 7 hours in a row, and we just got hammered on that one. So let's see what happened here. The liquidations are were flush around the world, it was sure. Let's take a quick look at the east side as well. If we look at here, the daily candle as well went from like 4,400 all the way down to 4,439, 4,440, and where we might go now. If you're looking at that, there could be some challenges on where we're going to go as well. And the hourly, again, it all happened in this 1 hour time frame here, or a lot of it happened here, although we got about half of it in the hours before. So what happened here? Leverage traders got wrecked on this one here. The different reported sites, CoinGlass reported 9.5 billion in liquidations happened across major exchanges during the North American session. Bloomberg and Business Times, 7 billion liquidated just at 1 hour after the tariff news broke. Crypto Briefing, a different one, said 200 million was wiped out in just 15 minutes. So 15 minutes wiped out 200 million. Yahoo Finance and Coin also referenced 500 to 630 million in liquidations in a shorter window, so that doesn't have the full snapshot. And if you heard the bigger picture from Watcher Guru, who reports Pseudo Crypto, said about 15 billion in liquidations in a single day, and that number seems to be slightly inflated, and maybe it doesn't be supported by some of the major data aggregators, but we'll see where that goes. So, we're hearing from 9.5 billion to 19 billion, and that's a huge number. And then some things like 200 million in 15 minutes. These are just crazy numbers on what happened here. So what has happened? The sentiment has obviously shifted from greed to caution. Just days ago, the market was in the greed territory. Now traders are spooked. There's a lack of fresh catalyst. There's some macro uncertainty, and ETF delays are making even more hesitancy in the market. So even with Bitcoin still up on the weekly side, I don't know that it's going to be very well. So let's see what's going on here with the weekly chart. But it's down here, but we're still above the start of last week. And we're kind of the wick is still holding, but is it going to hold in this area? We're not quite sure where that's going to go. The daily red candles have been brutal. So what to watch for next? Keep an eye for ETF inflows. Some analysts have blamed outflows from those weakening to those areas for weakening support. Watch the macro headlines. Anything involving China, the U.S. Fed, or the U.S. shutdown could spook the market even further and push it down even more. So you don't really want to get caught up in this. Either stay out of it. If you're trading, make sure you got your stop losses in there. But even at that, somewhere where I trade, I do trading on Flex. I don't trade with over $250,000. So you have to 1 minute wick. You have to wait for that till you can trade. So, I'd have to go back further. But some of these, the 1 minute wicks on this, if you're trading in here and you got to wait for this 1 minute wick in here to happen when it was going down, you could lose like from 113,000 down to, $110 to $3,000 in Bitcoin in that 1 minute candle there as well, and there's one here below as well. Looks like it's almost as strong as well. This one here just crunched as well, went from 109, 950, 110, give or take some dollars down to 104. So you're looking at like $5,000 in a minute on Bitcoin. So if you're trading, and even if you get your stop losses in place, you could lose your shirt on this if you're not trading with big numbers, or you have to wait for that 1 minute candle to be up. So just be careful out there. Make sure you're doing your due diligence on those stop losses. But even at that, you got to make sure that the risk is there right now. If we get another spooked market and we get the candles going down below the current market values that they are right now. Also, if you're the recap on the crypto dump is stay sharp, stay hedged. If you're going to trade, if you can hedge it the other way as well, make sure you can do that. Let me know if you'd like more content on this or adapted videos, no relays podcasts. Trying to bring this, this crypto bloodbath to you and see more information we could dig into this more. Let me know in the comments below. I'll bring you more. Hopefully you haven't been hurt in the markets today. You weren't overexposed out there. I know I had one of my trades that was cut off and I had some losses, but I always have that run that stop loss in place when I'm trading as well. Anyways, hopefully you like my content. Please like and subscribe. This is Gordon from Metaverse and Crypto. We'll keep bringing you more here when the news comes around.